Heyo.
Heyo. Hi, friend.
Hello.
How's it going?
Good. I'm excited. Hey, everybody. This was last minute.
Sometimes these are the best ones. Hey, guys.
I need a napkin. Riley. That was not loud enough.
How's everybody doing?
BRB.
Oh, I love these. Everybody's excited. What I don't know why that sound from Bridesmaids. I'm feeling relaxed, or she's on the plane. You know what I'm talking about? I feel like I sound just like her right now.
That scene is hilarious.
Oh, God.
We need another Kahoot.
Erica, we've missed you too.
Yes, welcome back.
Hi, guys. Thank you for all the comments on both of our videos.
Yeah, much appreciated.
We appreciate y'all. So this is last minute, so we're kind of all over the place, just FYI. But I'm very excited about what we're going to cover. Do you want to fill them in a little bit?
Yeah, we're going to cover some Jessie Lee videos. I'm very excited.
Very excited about it. Hey, Jessica. Hey, remember when I messaged you about yesterday when we were live?
Yes, and okay. I already did it.
Look at you.
Yeah. When I set this up, I was like, ooh, let me go do that right now.
Yeah, you're amazing.
There we go.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so pumped for this because no one's covered any of the content that we're doing today. That's the thing. No one's covered any of the content that we're going to be reacting to today.
And I would love for you guys to guess in the comments what you think it might be.
Yes. Also, this is not content that she might want everyone to see. Like, she worked really hard.
Maybe.
For people.
People worked really hard.
People worked really hard for her.
Oh, God. All over the place. Story of my life, right? I totally get it. Yeah. Trigger warning.
I don't know.
Well, here's the thing. I watched a couple minutes of this. And
it's not, I don't think it's more MLM focused.
It is MLM focused.
Yeah.
The editing, in my opinion, is horrible. So I'm excited to hear your thoughts. It is not organized other than by day. Like I would have done class 1, class 2, AM or whatever. And then the topic and the speaker.
Yeah.
That's how I don't know. That's how I would have done that. But that's not how it is. It's day 1, all lumped together. So we'll see like how long we end up reacting to all of this.
Yeah. Guys, can you guess where it's from? Can you guess where the videos are from? Has anyone gotten it? I don't think so.
I don't think I haven't seen anybody.
Yeah, very excited.
Oh, somebody got it. Cynthia.
Empire U.
Yeah, we're going to react to Empire U.
Her own, I guess, I don't know. What is it? What would you say? Her own convention?
Yeah.
Her Empire University. Kai, were you did you win first?
Yeah, I sent her the codes.
Oh, good. Okay. Good. I was just making sure. Well, we also need to send her, if you win first, we also sending the book.
Oh, yeah. Kai, send me your address, if you would, please. Or wherever you want me to mail it to. Let me say it that way. And then we'll go.
And if you're overseas and we can't send it, we'll download it or we'll buy it on you for Kindle or something.
We'll figure it out.
We're
creative humans.
Yes, we are. Oh boy, need more wine. Yeah, I'm out of Malibu.
Yeah, grab a drink. Phone a friend if you need to.
Maybe I do need my nachos.
I currently have water. I have Diet Dr. Pepper, and I fully expect to have an alcoholic beverage very soon.
It's all in Jerry's timing. Whenever Jerry walks in with it.
Seriously, I know. He's going to be making dinner, so yeah.
Perfect.
I need to put this in.
Oh, I took out an earbud. Thanks for the warning, Janet. That's really funny. Sheila, welcome to the party.
I put this in my stories real quick.
Same. Yeah, we're gonna get started. We're just gonna let people know.
Let's see. What should I put on here? Reacting to Empire U. Now,
I'm very excited.
I am too.
Because we haven't seen any of this stuff.
I watched a couple minutes of it.
Okay. I haven't seen any of this stuff. And you haven't seen most, like the majority of it.
Yeah, I probably watched maybe 5 minutes of it. All right, let's see. Who shall I tag in this? Are you putting this in your stories?
Yeah. Do you want me to?
You don't need to tag me because you're putting it in your stories.
It already went in. Sorry.
Oh, good. No, you're fine. I feel like we should tag Isabella. I feel like we should definitely. Chelsea needs to be in on this.
Class in session at Empire U.
Make sure that you have plenty of note-taking supplies.
Avery asked the other day about some people who are like members or like top dogs or something, or the top people in our membership, about them coming on live every once in a while. I think that might be cool.
I'm down with that. I
think that might be cool. I don't know about tonight. Maybe we'll see. But I think that would be cool to like set up pick out certain reaction videos and like set up a time where we let members come on.
I think that's a great idea. And I think that would be so fun.
I think that would be.
I got to tag Dre in this. Paging Dre. I know you're drinking wine on the couch with Ivan Dre. That is coming from a loving place. So just hop on. Right, okay. Oh, I gotta put their song.
Wait, can we are we able to monetize this with the song?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna do the song. I'm not gonna. I thought of that as soon as I was like, oh, put this up. No. All right, here we go. Are we ready?
Yes. And we're doing this for this is fair use content. So I want to go ahead and say this just in case she tries to like ding it. This is fair use content. We're reacting to your content. No matter what it is, even if it's behind a paywall, we can still use it as fair use content. That's just part of the law. So that's what we're going to do.
And this was paid for.
This was paid for, yes.
What I'm going to share my screen was legitimately paid for.
100% paid for. Fair use allows us to be able to show it, especially because it was paid for. So, yes.
Oh my God. I totally got cheerleader vibes from you just there. Ready? Okay.
I was a cheerleader in high school and college.
You're so cute. I love it.
Anyway, I just want to put that also our opinions and our opinions. Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh, Dave.
Dave. Yes.
I hope the cat's okay.
Poor thing.
Karina, do you want to hop on? Karina, you want to get on?
No, we're just about to start, Karina.
We're reacting to Empire U. Do you want to?
Yeah, absolutely. Wait,
is this a drinking one?
I have Malibu right in here, so.
It can be.
It can be. Grab a drink, grab a snack. Also, have you all tried the snapped Cheez-It? Let me show you.
Okay, Karina, just message me on Instagram. Actually, I'll just send you the link real quick on Instagram.
Please. Very good.
Oh, wait, see, let me see him again. Okay.
Cheez-It snap.
Well, what makes them different?
Because they're more like I guess a chip than like a cracker.
Oh, well, you guys all know that I am a fan of chips.
Yes. Isabella! Okay. If you want to get on Isabella and react with us, please do.
Yeah, let us know. Okay, I'm going to get focused. I'm sending this to Karina.
Yes, Charlie.
Isabella, I'm going to send you the link in case you decide that you want to get on, okay?
Yay!
And if not, like, all good, but just,
Just in case. If you see an opportunity.
And this is I'm sending it in a group message, so I apologize ahead of time, Karina and Isabella.
We don't like group messages in this shindig, the two of us, but we'll do it if we have to.
Yeah. Okay, I'm ready. So the first one we're going to react to is actually JJ and I were talking, and there were several of you that actually sent this to me today, and I'm sure to Julie Joe. And I think that it's a really cool opportunity to have a conversation specifically about income disclosure statements, what they mean, and also I just think it's going to be a cool conversation. So what are your thoughts, JJ?
Say that again. I was reading comments.
Oh, what are your thoughts on the first video that we're going to watch?
Well, I haven't seen it, and it's about income disclosure statements.
Yeah.
I have thoughts. I mean, the best thing that they can try to do is discredit them. Like, you know, what else? Like, what else can they do with them?
Yeah.
Also, it's like the best of the best that company can put out. They're going to put out the best numbers that they possibly can.
Yeah.
So they're important. And I think every single, and we talked about this and we mentioned this today, every single MLM should have an income disclosure statement and all have the exact same things. Like they need to talk about people who are active, people who are inactive, you know, like how many, what's the percentage, and then what's the percentage of people making money who are active and stuff like that. I think that's really important.
Yeah, it needs to be standardized. I agree with that.
Hi, Shelby. Oh yeah, hit the like button.
Thanks, Janet. You're the best. You guys are the best. All right, well, I'm ready if you are.
Okay, I'm gonna turn it down. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit first.
Turn it way down, sis. Turn it way down.
I put it at least halfway, so hopefully that will be enough. Okay, y'all ready?
A lot of these companies is immediately dumped into the category of recruit, promoter, distributor, whatever you want to call it. People who never had.
It started. There we go.
Disclosure statements are not fair. The reason they are not fair is because every single person who joins a lot of these companies is immediately dumped into the category of recruit, promoter, distributor, whatever you want to call it. People who never have even attempted to build a business, have no intention of starting a business, probably signed up as a promoter with the intention of getting a discount on their products, are still lumped into that same income disclosure. So if you have somebody, let's say you recruit 100 people and 89 of them were never interested in anything, they just wanted a discount on products. Well, then what you're actually looking at and what you should disclose the actual income on is the 11 people who wanted to run the business, not the 89 who joined for a discount. So those income disclosure statements, when people say anything on the internet about them, I just laugh because they're dumb. People are kidnappers every single day. Well, your kit over here was $99 and I got $340 a product. Of course I bought it, right? They didn't want to make money anyway. They didn't want to get on a Zoom call and learn anything anyway. They didn't want to do a business. They wanted to save money. It was a coupon. That doesn't mean that it's an invalid business model.
I have so much to say about this.
Erin, you can start.
First off, I would like to say, in regards to Prove It, everything she just said does not apply to Prove It. When you join Prove It, you don't get a discount. You get a discount on the Smart Ship. So you don't get, there's MLM companies. Let's talk about like Pure Romance, Slumber Parties. Those are, and exactly, Charlene, then don't recruit everybody. Thank you for saying that. But like those types of companies have a buying discount. So that means you join, depending on which kit you purchase, probably establishes your buying discount, meaning when you go to the website and you order, you get a 35, 30, whatever the percentage discount is, you save that on your order. So as you're selling a product to a customer and then you go and you order it on the website, that percentage discount is your profit. That's how that works. In Prove It, the only way that you get any kind of a discount is on your monthly Smart Ship order, which is 22%. So what she is saying does not apply to Prove It, the company that she works for. It might apply to multiple other companies, but it doesn't apply to Prove It. So like,
yeah, Karina's on. Yay,
Karina.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. I already got started. It's been a day, so
Are you okay?
I'm a little litty already. All right.
All right. I love that for us.
Were you able to watch this? It's short. We can replay it if
No.
we need to. Okay, we'll replay it.
Sure.
I want to watch it again too. I don't want to take notes. I'm not going to be that person. We'll just watch it.
Income disclosure statements are not fair. The reason they are not fair is because every single person who joins a lot of these companies is immediately dumped into the category of recruit, promoter, distributor, whatever you want to call it. People who never have even attempted to build a business, have no intention of starting a business, probably signed up as a promoter with the intention of getting a discount on their products, are still lumped into that same income disclosure. So if you have somebody, let's say you recruit 100 people and 89 of them were never interested in anything, they just wanted a discount on products, well then what you're actually looking at and what you should disclose the actual income on is the 11 people who wanted to run the business, not the 89 who joined for a discount. So those income disclosure statements, when people say anything on the internet about them, I just laugh because they're dumb. People are kidnappers every single day. Well, your kit over here was $99 and I got $340 of product. Of course I bought it, right? They didn't want to make money anyway. They didn't want to get on a Zoom call and learn anything anyway. They didn't want to do a business. They wanted to save money. It was a coupon. That doesn't mean that it's an invalid business model.
She has such a problem with the fact that the income disclosure statements includes people that don't make money. Like, so in Arbonne, I had people who tried to work. Like, they worked. Like, we held Zooms for them. We did, like, you know, a party on Zoom and like all of this stuff. And they didn't make a cent. $0. But they tried. But she doesn't want them to be included. She only wants people who made commission or made money to be included. And the thing is, there's always a customer option. And customers get discounts. Like, there's always a customer option.
Yeah, and in Prove It, the literally the only difference between being a customer and being a promoter is the ability to make money as a promoter. So what she's saying makes no sense with Prove It. This is just her trying to appeal to the entire network marketing, multi-level marketing space.
Yeah.
But if I were her team, I'd be like, that doesn't make any sense with how Prove It is put together, though. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I just think that if they don't want the people that are only getting a discount to be included into the income disclosure statement and the numbers, then why do they hook people like that? Oh, just join the business and just for the discount.
Yeah.
Just for the discount. Then don't ask them to be part of the business or like enroll if you don't want them to count towards the. And also, I'm pretty sure those numbers are way worse. That's just what we know of.
Absolutely. Yeah. Like, the company puts out their best numbers they possibly can in that, no doubt. And Arbonne, the goal was to try to get them to sign up as a business partner. Like, even because it helps our bonuses, like, it helps. The reason they want people to sign up as business partners, even if they're not going to work, is the possibility of them working. Because they'll tell a story all the time. I signed up just to try the products and I loved the products. And so then I started working the business. Right? I hear that story all the time. I told it. Other people told it. Like, I told other people's story because I signed up to try the products and work the business at the same time. But yeah, like, we were told, get them to sign up as someone who's going to work the business because that's going to help our bonuses.
Yeah.
So whether they're going to work it or not, do it anyway. Well, if you're so frustrated about it, Jessie, then do something about it.
Yeah.
Don't let people sign up unless they're for sure going to work. And a lot of times people do sign up intended to work and just don't make money. So it looks like they're not working, but they are.
Yeah.
And also, they shouldn't, if they don't want them to be included in these numbers, they shouldn't sweeten the deal by saying you have a certain amount of time for a full refund, 30 days or whatever. So if you don't want them to be included, then just keep them as like VIPs or whatever. Don't say, oh, sign up for the kid. You'll get such a huge discount and this and that and whatever, right? So it's not make it make sense.
Well, and I think this is a perfect example of why the income disclosure statements need to be standardized. I mean, I understand what she's saying. I don't agree with what she's saying, especially because it doesn't apply to Prove It and how they are building However, this is a perfect example of why it needs to be standardized. And when I say that, it needs to be standardized for all companies. So this is this, this is this, this is this, so that it all looks the same, so that anybody that is looking at joining an MLM, and they can ask for the income disclosure statement, and they can look at any company and it's all the same. So they clearly understand it, because we know that these companies interpret the numbers and all of that stuff however they want to, because there's no regulations per se on how they need to be put together. So if we have that standardized system, one, it helps people to see the other side. Then they are well informed before they make a decision whether they join or not. So I don't know.
I think that
Or
a lot
also-
of
Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Karina. You're sweet. I think that a lot of what Jessie's saying, like when she says income disclosure statements are not fair, I think she's just wording her feelings wrong. It's not that they're not fair. It's that you don't like them.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's not that they're not fair. No, they are. They're actually the company doing the statistics. And in reality, we actually know that it might be a little worse than that. You should just say, I don't like them. Or I don't like the numbers that they give. She just needs to change her words. She's generalizing everything. And something else she says is because everyone who joins is immediately categorized into a distributor, like a
promoter, social retailer.
Yeah, exactly. All of those things. Not true. It's not true. So she's just generalizing it. So people will go, oh yeah, even if they don't necessarily believe what she's saying, because people know that not everyone, a lot of people are just customers. But she's not going to say that. She's just going to generalize it to help her point by saying everyone joins as a distributor or whatever you said, promoter. I don't know why I can't think of all the names. But she's going to say it like that just to prove her point, even though she knows they can join as a customer.
Yeah. I'm fascinated by her choice of using the word fair.
Fair, yeah.
It makes me feel like we're on the playground. That's not fair. I wanted that ball. That's how that makes me feel. The word fair. We're talking about a business environment. So, hey, this is not accurate, or this needs to be changed, or, there's so many different words that she could have chosen. But by her, in my opinion, using the word fair, it's it's like she's showing us all of her cards. Well, she doesn't think it's fair for her, because now she's got to combat this. Instead, just sign up, just, link in bio and whatever.
Yeah.
If
she wants to talk about fair, also that's not fair. Like how they say, this is the time. The time is now. You should sign up. There's never been a better time, and it's always the best time. So, and I don't know if when you're talking about getting stuff like standardized or whatever, I don't remember who it was. It might have been Kayla, or I don't know who it was, but they said that they should have like a waiting period from when they get proposed to when they decide to actually sign up or not. Like those issues of numbers and stuff, they wouldn't have that if they had more options for people. They give all the information up front, and if they kept like closer tabs on their numbers, because they really don't. They like to focus on how many millionaires, how many thousandaires, how many whatever. So why wouldn't somebody sign up if you're selling them that dream and then complain that they're included in the numbers even though they didn't make the business work? That's nobody's fault but the companies. So
absolutely. And 6 figures, okay, show me your profit and loss statement, then we'll talk. Everyone everyone I've talked to that has made 6 figures in the business, that has said I've made 6 figures, has also said, but not actually in my pocket. Like my profit and loss statement, it shows I make 6 figures, but in reality I brought home $60K.
And then I paid so much in taxes.
So much in taxes. I like what Isabella said. She said, also, top leaders have pushed individuals to focus on the potential big earnings on the disclosure statement, but then backtrack and say the disclosure isn't fair with small numbers like that.
Yeah.
That's
it's nobody's company's, but it's nobody's fault but the company. That's how they have it set up. We set that up.
It's not fair. Okay, go talk to Prove It then.
Yeah. Okay. I want to get into Empire U. I want to get into that. That was Empire You. That was just a warm up. That was we're stretching our.
Yeah, that was like, that came up. It's old content that she's sharing out again, which I find really fascinating. But I feel like this was a conversation we definitely needed to have. And it's a perfect example of why we need you guys to go and submit your public comments through MLMchange.org. It's very simple. Specifically, anything around income claims, lifestyle posts, those types of things. It's really important because we need to standardize some of this stuff. And what we're really pushing for is for the real data to be shared. Also, hopefully that waiting period that Karina was just talking about, one of the other creators bringing up. And so those types of things, whether it's your story, whether it's something you come across on social media, it really doesn't matter if you've been a part of MLM or not. If you're seeing it, submit it. And just like Avery Joe just said, I've submitted 5 comments already. You can submit as many comments as you want. As you're coming across it, submit it. This is a great video too to submit. You can go to her page and screen record it or whatever, and then you can send it and say, this is like, we need this standardized.
Yeah, all the stuff that y'all send us, submit.
Yeah,
the whole thing. And
yep.
And I know that Aaron and I are going to do a live. Karina, you obviously are welcome to join, and we want everyone to join who can. Eventually, like a live where we all just spend time submitting comments together, just going through and submitting comments and kind of walking people through it, right? Like, here's what it looks like. Like, look, we're on live. Here's what it looks like. Grab your computer, look at us on the phone or something, and then boom, 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 boom. So
yeah.
1 million.
Yeah, look at this comment. My upline from Amway owed $1 million to the IRS from all the commission. Oh my God.
That's
oh Lord. All right, let's get into this. I'm going to share my screen here. And
who submitted 1,000 comments? I will.
Before you click play, sorry, I got distracted. But also, if you have a Spanish speaker in your life that needs assistance with submitting a comment, tell them to reach out to me either here or on Instagram, and I'll be more than happy to help. I've been slacking on the content lately because I got a lot of stuff going on, but I'll still make some time to help. And we also did do a live in Spanish with Blanca, Vanessa, and Gladys, and we read out the document and we explained it to them in layman's terms. So that's actually on Blanca's channel. So it's still up. If you guys need any information, need to send it to a Spanish speaker, that's there.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I love that.
Hold on, I have to log in again. Sorry, I don't know what happened.
Let me turn on my little.
Okay, go for it. Why is that Julie? Julie's here. Makes me happy.
Julie.
Hi, Julie.
Hello, my friend.
FTC reporting power hour.
Seriously. Oh my God, that's brilliant, actually.
The anti-power hour power hour. Could you see that?
Yep.
Just get on there and report. Because, like, for me, I would rather, like, I'm such a visual learner. And I also nervous. And so I'm like, okay, if someone's like on live and showing me how to do it, and I can just hold my phone or on my laptop and just go, okay, like I can minus, the screen, or I can have 2 things going at the same time and just do it right there with them. So that would be
absolutely. I'm still working on mine, but that's only because it's really long.
Yes, we are ready.
Why is it doing this? Chrome has lost permission to capture your screen. To fix it, go to System Preferences.
Oh, System Preferences.
Oh, I don't know what I'm doing here.
Watch Jessie Lee Ward be like, made like some kind of thing where you can't even share your screen when it's posted.
I wonder. I mean, I can always screen.
I mean, you kind of have to be able to, though, like if you're going to do it over video.
Yeah. Okay, well,
do you see the issue in your system preferences?
No, because I don't even honestly know what I'm looking for here.
Take your time. I was having all of the technical difficulties the other day.
Were you?
I was the host for the first time ever, and was
It
rough.
can get pretty difficult. I mean, I have, if for some reason we can't do Empire U, I do have that Trinot opportunity call.
Oh, which would be so good.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay,
man.
JJ, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to send this to you. I'm going to send it to you through Instagram.
Sounds good.
And then see if see what you can do.
Okay.
Thanks for being patient, guys. Okay, I just sent you the linky link.
The linky link. I am popping into my Instagram right now. Okay.
And then I'll send you the rest of the stuff here in a second.
I just got speaking while you guys like figure it out. So I found out like a couple of days ago that actress, like an actress that I grew up watching, she's around my age, but she was like a child actor in Mexico, joined Mary Kay.
Stop.
And also the Jehovah's Witnesses.
Stop.
I need to log in.
And they sent me
Okay.
they sent me a follower sent me a live that she did where she was like, I don't want to be famous anymore. Like, I'm gonna do a reaction to it in Spanish, obviously, but she was like, don't come up to me and ask me for a picture because I used to like be an actress. If you're gonna come up to me and ask me for a picture for the wrong reasons, I'm not going to take it. And she said that like she's been struggling because okay, go ahead. I'll let you guys know later.
No, you're good. You can finish your story.
No, but yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
I want to see
then
that video.
she talks about her trauma, and then she's like, but I joined Mary Kay and I joined the church that I'm part of now, and I'm like the happiest ever. And I'm like, bro, what are you doing with your life?
That is the most culty cult thing I've ever heard.
Oh my God, Melissa's
It
comment.
is.
Oh, so that girl be double culting.
Yeah, pretty much. I was like, shoot, man.
Oh my God. Yeah,
Okay.
that's gonna be
Yeah.
good for you to react to. Is
All
it
right.
working on your end?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know what was happening, but
Okay, let me share my screen.
It just wanted to go to JJ.
I guess because sometimes the videos will not work for me, and then I send it to her, and she's like, "Oh, got it," and I'm like, "Okay,
Okay, are you ready?
yeah, I'm ready."
So you just want to press play?
Yeah, just press
Go for
play.
it.
By the way, if you guys have not liked the video already, if you would do that, that'd be amazing.
All right.
Oh yeah, let me do that.
I'm so nervous. I'm pressing play.
Like to get to know. Some of you I might not want to know. I don't know. But my point is,
I literally hate underwear so much.
I'm a human just like you're a human.
That's what I call them. I call them underwear.
Does
for
this make
wondering.
sense? And something, last 2 years has been huge growth for me internally. Because for me, my growth, I was very privileged as a child. I was very privileged growing up. I had a dad that used to drop me off for school every day and say, be positive and confident in all you do. I had a mom that smothered me with love. And that is an actual technical term, smother, which creates attachment. So there's an internal joke from people that are really close to me or at the office is, I'm the hardest person to say goodbye to. I have attachment issues, okay? But I'm very blessed because she loved me, right? She would always say, whatever is happening, it will pass. It too shall pass. Focus on the future. And through this whole journey, my business career, my entrepreneurship, I've had a lot of lessons. I'm here right now, and I'm proud of the person that I am, not because of my successes and victories, but because of what I've had to go through to get there. Does this make sense? And who I've learned who I was and how I've become a better person. This isn't about me at all. But my goal and my hope today is to leave you all with something and to acknowledge someone that's very special to each and every one of you, just through a little bit of understanding of we're all here and we're all equal. We all have fears. We all have insecurities. We all have doubts. We all have challenges. We all have fights that we're fighting. And those fights aren't external, they're internal. Does this make sense? And a lot of them come not because of what we're experiencing right now in the now. A lot of them are coming because of our models of the world and what we're experiencing from behind. Does this make sense? And these patterns keep coming up. I don't want to get too technical on everyone. I don't want it to get too deep, because my whole point was this. I used to always go outside, externally to grow, externally to feel filled up, externally to feel one thing, my self-esteem. See, there's a difference in self-confidence versus self-esteem. It's something that I was very unaware of until probably 10 years ago. And it's accelerated. Self-esteem versus self-confidence. And so before I kind of get into this, and I don't want to go on too much of a tangent because it's getting ready to be an ice storm here, is I wanted to start before I kind of shared with you all my goal, my outcome for being here, is I wanted to start the day in a state of gratitude and mindfulness, but I want to reverse this a little bit, because I think so seldom in life we forget to take time to thank ourselves, to truly thank ourselves. Because if you're here, you're a survivor. You've been through a lot. You've gone through fights. You're surviving each and every day. You're growing each and every day. And I know for myself, sometimes that's hard to just be still for 2 minutes and look inward and thank yourself for being you. Thank yourself for showing up. Thank yourself for having tough conversations. Thank yourself for maybe mistakes you even made, because you learn more through mistakes than you do the victories. Does this make sense to you guys? Yes or no? And so give yourself grace, because you can't give anyone else grace in life if you don't give yourself grace. And let me tell you all a secret to joy and happiness. Joy and happiness, you already have it. It's inside of you. But for some of us, our ego seeks validation and external stimulus from all around us, and we think that's going to make us happy. I know I did for years, and it does. Makes us happy for a little bit, right? So what I want to do is for 2 minutes, if you have a phone or a mirror, because I know there's mostly women in here, amen, Jesus. But if you all would do me a favor, would you do me a favor? Yes or no? Get out your phone, use it as a mirror. Get out a mirror if you have a mirror. Will you all do this for me? Yes or no? And I want you, we're going to put 2 minutes on the clock. I don't know if you all have a clock. 2 minutes on the clock. And I want you to open it up, and I want you to look at yourself. We're going to play. Can you all play me some light music? I don't know if you have like just some really light music, low. But I want you to look at yourself. And I want you to take time and just take in all the feelings that you see. For sometimes
I don't know if
music's
music's
really
gonna play.
And by the way,
I don't know if music's gonna play, FYI. And you're muted. Hold on. Go ahead.
Thank you. They started everything off with an emotional cry session. That's what I feel like is about to happen. The manipulation by saying, look at yourself. Look at yourself. After the year that 2021 and 2022 were, look at yourself. And blah, 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 blah. Start off, I'm sorry, this is money business. Businesses, conventions, business conventions, they don't do this. This is, in my opinion, a cult. It's giving me cult vibes. It's a commercial cult, right? It's not like, Kool-Aid cult type of thing. It's a commercial cult. And this is not okay. As someone who went to summer camps, worked at summer camps, there was a big cry night. Not gonna lie.
They called it that? Cry night?
It's very manipulative. I'm not.
Oh my God.
It sounds like it.
This is a terrible way to start off this thing. I mean, not for them, right? Not for them, because they're controlling their emotions from the very beginning. They're getting them vulnerable, having a moment to look at themselves so they can mold them through the weekend. And I don't like looking at Underwear's face.
Also, how icky is it that he's trying to set the mood?
Oh yeah, yeah. You have any soft music?
Sir, could you not?
Emotional.
I'm surprised you didn't ask for the lights to be turned down a little bit.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Turn the lights down. Put some soft music on.
I'm gonna kill some
These
candy,
people,
y'all.
they're not qualified to do some like this type of stuff.
Mm-mm.
It's odd.
It is odd.
Okay.
Okay.
Put the U in cult.
True that.
Yes.
Can you mute me, Aaron?
It's
Just-
normal for the critic to come.
What?
Be careful because I don't know. I can't remember if the music plays.
Okay. If it plays for like 2 seconds, it's not a big deal. I'll just pause it.
Probably like, oh my God, I have an eyelash out of place. That is normal, okay? That is normal. But just pull out your pocketbook, your phone, and really look at yourself and be present with yourself for 2 minutes.
That's not soft music.
That
What'd you say, JJ? That's definitely not soft.
position. Be yourself for 2 minutes and bro.
Oh, this is the 2 minutes. We're in the 2 minutes now?
We're in 2 minutes right now. How's everybody feeling?
And they're recording.
They're recording.
A
these
little
2 minutes.
grossed out, to be honest. But also excited for my kids' Easter Halloween, Easter candy.
Oh,
Absolutely.
love Easter candy. All right. Okay, here. Oh, I'm gonna stop sharing for a second. There we go. I'm gonna zoom through it.
Let me grab my billfold.
Okay.
I can't. Oh my God.
Also, someone
Okay.
says sexist and condescending. Nice. You ain't wrong.
Oh God.
Hmm?
Okay, I got it. I couldn't move forward with it. Okay, bro. I thought you were done.
Hey, make sure. Yeah. Very interesting. Got to throw some powder on my face and adjust my garter belt. Oh, powder. Got to throw some powder on my face. I love that.
Okay, I got it now. He's talking now.
All need to like look inward sometimes at who we are, right? And give ourselves more credit. Sometimes we beat ourselves up too much. And live with grace, because when we show ourselves grace, it's a lot easier to show other people grace. Am I making sense? Yes or no? And here's the funny thing about it is that here's where I kind of want to go with it. I'm wearing a bracelet today. Who was the young lady that had on the same bracelet as I did coming in? We talked about it. Where is she? Excellent. Do you have a microphone really quick? Can you tell them what this bracelet means? Here, hold on. I'll run out to you.
Why would she have a microphone already? What the hell?
Thanks, Brian. So I'm Lindsay from the UK, and
The amount of money she
I
spent to
went
get there.
to Brian to obviously get and to show my gratitude, and he liked my necklace, which and also this bracelet is the Ho'oponopono prayer. And if you just close your eyes and think of this after me, okay? So this prayer stands for I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. And Brian has the male version with the garnets, and I have the female white jade and garnet version. And every day it just symbolizes sometimes we need to forgive ourselves more than we forgive other people. Sometimes we need to learn to love ourselves a whole lot more than we love the world around us. And sometimes we just need to give ourselves the grace to be human. Become people, human beings, not humans doing. Thank you.
Thank you. Give her a huge round of applause.
This is a business event.
I don't believe there's any fucking coincidences in life, by the way. I believe we're all guided. I don't believe it was a coincidence that I put this bracelet on this morning. And she's one of the first people I ran into when I walked in the back of the room. I'm going to tell you a quick story, and then I'm going to share with you something from the heart. But before I do, I want everyone to say this prayer. We're going to say it together, and it's literally 4 sentences. The
Can I
first
say
one
something?
is, I'm sorry.
Probando.
Please.
Okay, so I was gonna say something smart and something mean about this. But here's the thing. When I heard the lady talking, I don't know if it was just me because I've been in that situation before. Not that situation before, but like you can hear the loneliness in her voice.
Mm.
How she's so open to have that special connection with him because she might not have anyone else. And this is why these companies suck, because they prey on that. They prey on that. And it's disgusting that he even like, oh, so let me show her, let me keep her in a little bit more. Let me, show her to everyone. Let me make her feel special. And it's going to just take her that much longer to get out or to leave because he made her feel special. And again, I don't know if it was just me, but I heard that like loneliness, that pain in her voice. And I was going to say some mean shit, but she doesn't deserve that. I feel terrible for her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and somebody who said it, Danielle said, oh, she wanted a community. Yeah, and what's weird is, not weird, but what's sad is that the majority of them do. They just want a community, and they find it there. And the community takes advantage of them.
Oh.
And yeah, I agree, B. I agree. I don't think B Underwear cares though, sadly.
Just look at that comment. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I'm not going to attempt to say that. I don't want to butcher that word, but it's a healing prayer. Yikes.
Por favor.
I love you. Thank you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. Again,
Probando.
I'm sorry.
Vale, perfecto.
Please forgive me.
Por favor,
love
perdonarme.
you. Thank
Os
you.
quiero.
Now
Gracias.
close your eyes and we're going to say it together.
Y cerrar
Go
los
to a
ojos,
place
lo
whether
vas a
you're
hacer
forgiving yourself,
juntos.
or
Esto
maybe it's
es
forgiving someone that you need to let go, or maybe it's
We are now in a sermon. We're now in a church service.
A bilingual one.
I just got triggered.
Oh my God. Ugh.
Or maybe you don't know how to forgive, but someone somewhere in your life, I'm guessing, needs it or whatever. Oh, I just got nachos.
Somebody came to your mind. Somebody just now came to your mind. It might be you. You might need to forgive yourself for the sacrifices and maybe the arguments that it took for you to get here. And, maybe you need to forgive yourself. You're doing the right thing.
Oh!
Thanks, babe.
Also, I don't think that was a chant or anything. I think that was someone just translating it to Spanish.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Giving a Spanish translation for those that don't speak English. But yeah, no, we are now in a church service, and I'm a little triggered. All right, can you mute me, Erin?
you don't know who to forgive, but someone somewhere in your life might have done wrong by you or to you or
Tal vez
whatever it
alguien
is.
haya
Let
hecho
go of
algo
that, okay?
malo
Just know that you're
para
guided in this.
vosotros,
Are you
pero
guys ready?
soltar eso
On the count of 3, we're going to say it. 1,
y
2,
confiar.
3.
Contamos
I'm
hasta
sorry.
3.
Please
Lo
forgive
siento.
me. I love you.
Perdóname.
Thank you.
Te
I'm
quiero.
sorry.
Gracias.
Please
Lo
forgive me.
siento.
I love
Perdóname.
you. Thank
Te
you.
quiero.
I'm
Gracias.
sorry.
Lo
Please forgive
siento.
me. I love you.
Perdóname. Te
Thank
quiero.
you.
Gracias. Repetir estas oraciones de Ho'oponopono.
Long pause for effect.
Grace. Forgiveness is a superpower. This is a leadership event. That's the greatest superpower that any of us can develop. It's the greatest strength that we have to lead ourselves and to lead others. Skills can come and go, but if you don't have that, you're going to self-sabotage anything that you move forward with.
Leadership without humility is nothing. If you can't lead while also being humble and just having humility, no. What is he saying?
First of all, how is this a leadership event when only rank 3 and above could attend originally? Second of all, I don't have a second of all, actually. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
How is it a leadership event when you had to be originally rank 3 or above to attend in person? Otherwise, you had to pay for the almost $400 virtual tickets.
Also, this is a leadership event, but I'm going to make you feel bad about something.
Yeah.
Like, you earned the right to be here. You worked your ass off. But also, let me tell you something about yourself. Let me make you feel like poop because you're here. You earned me making you feel like this.
It's this sense of control that he feels like he needs to have over them. It's let me leave this room by making them feel emotional, getting them in a vulnerable state, and then bringing them back. Let me be the one to do that. It's like, no offense to anyone who's religious. Obviously, I was for a very long time. But it's this pastoral role of leading the room, making you vulnerable, and then making you trust them. That's what he's trying to do, is make everyone there have trust in him. Because look at the great almighty Underwear, who led the room. That's what I call him, by the way. I feel like, why does she keep saying underwear? Obviously, it's because wearing underwear is underwear.
Well, and let's also think about this when you're looking at legs at an MLM company. This leg makes his company and him a lot of money. So him being there and having these little moments is going to keep them happy for quite some time. They're going to go back and be like, oh my God, I got a picture with Brian, and it's going to be all over social media. They're going to be all excited about it. It's the classic indoctrination event that we see. And I've been in this room. I know what this feels like. And that's exactly what's happening. He is helping, in his opinion, I think, just maybe I'm wording that weird, but it's, he's pouring into these people, which is helping them strengthen their belief in the company, their belief in themselves, their belief in the industry. And it's going to keep them. Yeah, exactly, Danielle. I got my cup filled. That's exactly what's happening. I think it's disgusting.
Yeah. Yep. It's this manipulation that I see people use in the church. And I'm not all churches and not all people, obviously, but some, many. And he's establishing his dominance. He's establishing his control, and he wants them to feel like, I don't want to disappoint Daddy Underwear.
Also, I wonder if the lady who's translating is part of the company or if she's just a translator. Because, ma'am, if you're just a translator, what the hell are you doing? What are you doing?
Is she not translating well?
No, she is translating well, but why would she want to translate this?
Yeah,
if she's not part of the company.
This was a big deal several years ago when this started. When Empire U events started and they were anywhere near the capacity that they are now, it was a big deal to have translators. And when I say big deal, I mean like for Jessie Lee and the people planning the event. It was like, oh my God, we got to have translators. We have all these people coming from, different countries. And it was a huge deal. It was a huge, in my opinion, kind of bragging point for her. Like, look at what I'm doing.
I have people
how I'm helping my
people. I have people from Mexico.
Yeah.
I have people from this. Yeah. She's like, I have this big team with all these different people from all these different cultures that I need translators.
Yeah.
Which fair. Yeah. I mean, I think it's always good to have translators. I think it's always good to have people who do sign language, you know, always. But I also think she uses it as a, like you said, you know.
Yeah.
But
Well, and she was
also-
trying to get ASL translators for this, but
There
didn't
is
want to pay
someone
them for
there.
it.
There is someone there.
I wonder if she paid them.
She better
But
have.
also, his word salad is so overloaded right now that he's not making it easy on her to translate at all. Like some of the stuff she's having to backtrack a little bit to make it make sense in Spanish. And even then, it sounds a little ridiculous in my opinion.
Yeah. I don't even think he knows what he's saying, to be honest.
Imagine being in the room for hours listening to this.
Yep.
Could you imagine?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Could you mute me?
Yep.
Thank you.
Does this make sense? It's a law of the universe. There was a Roman general that had won more victories than everyone on earth at the time of his reign. And after every victory, he would ride in the chariot and he would have a slave. It was customary to have a slave that would sit behind him and would chant and whisper in his ear, "You are just a man. You are just a man. You are just a human. We are just humans. We are just humans. No matter how much success, no matter how much achievement, no matter what it is that we see, the glitz and the glamour, we are all the same. We're all on a journey. We are all equal." When you talk about leadership, there was a study done.
Not him saying we're all equal now, but talking about how privileged he was before. Sir, I'm going to need you to shut the fuck up and sit down. What?
Also, if everyone is equal, why isn't everybody successful? Why isn't the entire company there?
Amen. That's
Sorry.
right. We're at Easter service today, y'all. My Easter service is right now.
Saturday service up in her.
Okay.
Done at Stanford University, and it talked about the best way to lead, the best way to empower and to lift people up. There's 4 different ways to do it. And going from the bottom up, the lowest level of leadership or consciousness or being able to move people was number 1 through fear and power. That was the lowest level of energy that you could do. You can still do it that way. The third level is through results and achievement, to lead people through the achievements and the glitz and the glamour, right? You can still do it though. That ego is super strong when you put those things out there.
That
The
pause
third
though.
one, or the second one, is responsibility. To move people through giving them buy-in and responsibility to step into it, to step into responsibility. Does this make sense to you guys? Yes or no? The greatest one and the hardest one to maintain is love. Operating out of love. Love forgives. Love let go. Love.
We are at a business conference. What the hell are you talking about love for? Manipulation. Oh my gosh, stop it. I feel, as someone who has sat in many a Sunday services, you know, because that was my job, and has led many services on my own, I am so triggered. Like, I feel like I'm sitting in Sunday service right now and I'm having underwear tell me what to do.
But also, love doesn't make you hate yourself. Love doesn't make you feel like crap for not doing what they want you to do. Don't talk to me about something that you clearly know nothing about, sir, in my opinion. Why is he talking about love? If you loved your downline, your people, your employees, whatever you want to call them, why are you making them feel like crap?
Yeah.
Bye.
He's having a conversation using the word love, but that's not the word he is meaning to use.
Yep.
All right.
Love lets go. Love is a strength. Love appreciates. Love always turns to their eyes on others, not themselves. So when you want to move.
And right there is a moment where he goes, who cares if you're not being successful? Think of all the other people that you're helping. Who cares if you're losing money? Think of all the other people that you're helping. Think of all the other people that you've helped and will help in the future.
Because they're in the people business, you know.
Yeah, I'm going to have to translate I'm going to translate it in English, but it's going to be from his cult tactics to what he really means.
I love that.
Apparently.
I freaking love that.
People and lead people. Think about it. You can pick either one of those four. They all can get results, but the one that will last the longest, be the most effective, and create the most joy and happiness is what? Love. So I'm here today to simply say, I say all the time, a turtle doesn't get to the top of a fence post by itself. Walk in humility. The more successful you get, the more the monks say is that the two things that you have to remember are the things that you learned from, the mistakes you made, and the people that did you wrong. It keeps you grateful. It keeps you conscientious. It keeps you in that state of forgiveness. You don't think about the things that you've accomplished and you've done, right? And so the reason that I brought all that up to set the pre-frame is because, you know, you have Jessie Lee Ward getting ready to come to the stage. But I think the most appropriate thing for everyone here to recognize is that she is a force. She's a force. She's an energy. She is unique in her own way. And she is human. She's just human. The thing that I appreciate the most about Jessie Lee Ward is that she's human. That's the truth. Today I'm here, and Lisa told me, I was talking to her the other day, and I was like, you know, she goes, how's your relationship with Jessie Lee? I was like, well, for me, I can't speak for her. I said, I've never loved her more than I do right now. I'm very secure.
I call bullshit.
Okay, so I have to speak on this.
Yeah.
In my opinion,
It hurts.
based on my experience, the only reason...
Are you going to say it?
No, I'm not going to say it.
Okay.
The only reason that this person, Lisa, is talking about, I don't want to... I know her well. But anyways, the only reason that question, how is your relationship with Jessie Lee, is asked is because she knows something. In my opinion, again, based on my experience. Just saying. Melissa said, Aaron up here like a celebrity guest on SNL trying not to break character. You saw that too? Yeah, I think that's all I'm gonna say about that. But
the fact that he's trying to make her seem so relatable too, but how many times, raise your hand if you've personally been victimized by Jessie Lee? I'm saying, how many times have we heard her say, I am not normal. I am the anomaly. I will outwork everyone in the room. But also, she is so relatable. She is human, and I love her. You know.
Absolutely.
Sir.
I just think there's a little more to the story.
I want to know. Maybe not here, but I want to know.
We won't tell you here. We'll tell you later. We'll tell you after.
Bet.
I just think there's more to the story,
Oh,
in my opinion, based on my experience.
I'm gonna
Allegedly.
agree. I'm gonna agree. I also think there's more based on your opinion and your experience.
Mm-hmm.
Ready? Can you mute me? Thank you.
Secure with my relationship with Jessie Lee because we've had a lot of time over the last 4 years. I think I know her, and I hope she knows me. My point, though, is it was a little bit of a self-awareness because sometimes in life, not just in business, the people that are closest to you that you feel the most secure with, right? Because love is secure, right? Love does not need to validate because it has a peace in what is. Does that make sense? And sometimes in life, we forget that the ones closest to us.
I have something to say. So
Okay,
he said, love is secure. You know what's not secure? Joining an MLM.
Never.
That's it.
I need you all to stop. I need you to stop. I need you all to stop. Because we can't say anything. I can't. Look at me. I'm anxious. That's why I'm crying laughing.
I can't.
Okay. Oh, but Karina, to your point, he's going to sure make them feel like it's secure without saying, you know, like, MLMs are secure. Like, he's exactly going to try to make them feel loved and at home and, you know, all of that stuff. Okay.
They might need more of our attention than we express. Does that make sense? Because we become so comfortable with them, whether it's a spouse, whether it's a leader, whether it's a family member. Sometimes the ones that you feel the most comfortable with and around are sometimes the ones that you feed the least. Does this make sense? And the reason I'm saying that is because I want you all to be aware, because it's something that I'm working on, literally working on a constant basis, even in the office. So I had a meeting with someone that's super close. She's been with the company 7 years. She wanted to meet with me. Tuesday night we go meet, and she looks at me and she's almost in tears. And she's like, you know, I thought you were on my team. This is a true story. This is Tuesday night. And I go, well, what do you mean I am on your team? I mean, this is someone that like is deep. And she goes, well, you know, I just don't feel like you are. I mean, I'm going through this, and you just haven't even asked me. And I'm listening to her, and I'm like, you're right. I was like, you know what? I took it for granted. I assumed that you knew I loved you, and if you needed me to protect.
What happened? Music? Hold, please. Let's check in. How y'all doing?
Carry that weight.
I'm really tired of hearing him. Can we change it?
I agree with JJ. Erin, you're muted.
You're muted.
You're muted.
You're muted.
Oh, I was over here having a full-on conversation. Right on.
Back it up.
Yeah, you guys want to move on to the next, whatever.
Can
Next.
we like zoom through it and see who's? Is there a specific person you want to hear if I come across them?
Well, the next part is Jessie Lee.
Oh, yeah. Next part.
So
Charlene says, change the station, please.
Change the station. Ma'am, yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I will do that now.
lower the volume, please. Because y'all know she's going to be yelling all up in the stage to get you motivated.
Oh my gosh. How long does he go on?
I don't know, but I'm over it.
You like, no. Okay, here we go. Hold on. Okay. I'm going to share my screen. And y'all, Aaron, can you deal with the volume of the thing?
The volume of what?
Like if it's too loud.
Tell
Like,
you?
share my screen. Okay,
Yeah.
let me know.
Give her love. Give her that strength. And it's a pleasure and a privilege of mine to be here to say to all of you, you all have an unfucking believable weekend. Jessie Lee, thank you for letting me bring you out the stage. So please welcome to the stage, Jessie Lee Ward.
Hold, please. While we skip forward because of the music. Do you want me to unmute you?
They do the longest. Yes, unmute, unmute, unmute.
I got you.
Thank you. They do the longest hug in history. I swear it's the most.
We have to show it. Michelle, welcome.
Oh, you want me to show the hug?
You got to show the hug. Do you guys want to see the hug? Because I'm going to save my commentary for afterwards. Have you seen it, Karina? Okay.
I'm gonna show. Well, I'll show you the hug. Okay.
Welcome, Michelle.
Okay. Ready? It's the longest hug in history. Watch. The longest hug I've ever seen. Watch. Wait for it. He's like wanting to let go. Nope. She said nope. Still going. It's the worst. Y'all, if you're not watching and you're just listening, it's still going.
Tried to let go again. Nope.
And she kissed him. There we go. All right.
Wait, rewind that.
All that was a slap in the butt. Like, yeah.
Okay.
This part.
Okay, hold on. Let me share my screen.
Whoa.
I can only like unwind it, rewind if I. Okay, ready? Hand. You see it? Hold on. I'm gonna press play again. Okay, watch it closely. Okay. There we go. I thought it was a little booty bump. It's not. Okay,
She was low key like, let go of me, and then threw her hand.
Dude, he did not want to hug that long. He was not wanting to. It's the music's still going here, so I'm gonna. It's gonna be a yikes for me, dog. That hug was a dominance move. Yes, she was like, I'm not being the first one to let go. I'm not doing it.
Who does she think she is? She's like, give me a standing ovation. Shut up.
Shut up. Amen. Okay, let me share my screen again.
Shut up. That's so cute.
Okay, ready? Mute me, please.
I love you too. All right, who voted on my poll, the over/under for crying 10 times this weekend? I just got to know. All right, we're at 3. It's not looking good, guys. Not looking good for people who voted under. How amazing does it feel to be back together again? Oh, it's so good, so good. How was the party last night? Did we love it? I mean, I told y'all I do things a little extra. Okay. How many of you, this is the first time we've met? I love it. So we have so many surprises this weekend, and I have got to get us kicked off and started. There are 2 more complete surprise guests coming today. Like I said, I'm a little extra. So I just want you to imagine for a minute what your life could look like if you were completely on the other side of fear. It's hard to do, right? Because we live in that state of fear.
Turn it up. Turn it up a little bit, friend. Just a little bit.
It won't let me there. I wonder if I can turn it up over here.
Okay.
Also, it's a lot of times they're messing with the mics. So
Okay.
I feel like I can't turn it up over here anymore. Let me we need a side-by-side hug comparison with Rakan.
I love this idea.
Zip it.
Let's send it to the behavior panel.
Throw away the key.
Welcome, Louise.
Wow. Welcome, friends. Welcome, welcome. Okay.
Welcome, Starry Night. Welcome,
we're-
Amanda B.
Now we're
Yeah.
we're gonna have to do it. We're only live now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it any louder. I'm gonna see what I can do, okay?
All right. Well, we'll just be prepared.
I'm not asking you to be fearless. I don't think that exists. I'm asking you to step into the fear and use the power. I mean, he did such a great job talking about how human I am, right? The little girl. I think sometimes you don't see that, right? Right?
Oh, I see that.
That's Jessie Lee. She's an alien. She's unrelatable, right? Same as all of you, I have those moments as well where I feel fear and I step into it and I do it anyway. How many of you have been skydiving before? Okay, so we have a couple psychos in here. Love it. How many of you have never been skydiving before? Wow. Okay, now keep your hand up if you're like, I am never going to do it because I'm not going to jump out of a perfectly good airplane and careen to death. That's a lot. There were like 3 hands that went down like, no, I'll probably do it. Okay. Can I tell you a story? Okay. So I joined Prove It on September 21st, 2017. It's not good. She'll be here this weekend, Lisa Grossman, who we love so much. Love her. And how many of you have heard the story of when the original 8 came here to Plano, Texas, and
It was definitely more than 8.
By the way, they just turned up her mic at the very end when I paused that. It was them. Also,
Nice.
Tell us how many it was, Erin.
I think it was 14 in person, and there were dozens of people that joined from home that didn't come, like to Dallas.
Why did she say the original 8?
Because many of those people that were part of that original group are no longer in Prove It.
So she just uses the 8. So if one of them leaves, do you think she'll start saying the original 7?
Yeah, because that's what she's done over the last however many years.
Does she go the original 12?
I have the picture of the original 14 people that were there.
Blows my mind. Blows my mind.
And that's
Guys.
not hard to fact check that.
Someone said, okay, Jessie Lee Hollis. She's giving real Rachel Hollis vibes.
Hi, I'm the original one. Yes, Dave. Yes.
Dave.
Did someone help Max out? Okay, cool. Someone help Max out. Okay. All right, let's hear it. It might be a little loud now, so just beware, okay? I think they just turned it up. Okay, I'm gonna mute myself.
we did indoor skydiving. You know the story, yeah? Okay. So we came here, we did indoor skydiving, we ate at Del Frisco's, we bonded, etc. And in front of Brian at the, what's it called? What's indoor skydiving called? iFly. Thank you, Bree Nichols. She was there, okay? So we're at iFly, which, hold on. You have to know this. I ran into a glass wall face first, okay? I'm not even kidding. Like full blown. I mean, it was a moment. Brittany Anderson was like, what the hell just happened? I'm like, it was so clean. I felt like a bird, you know, like when they fly into the windows and you're like, oh, that bird was dumb. I ran right into a glass panel. Okay. So anyway, so in front of everybody, I said, oh, Brian, you know, this is the Empire. And it wasn't 700 people. Okay. How many was it? Right. And Lisa goes,
Liar.
The Empire. Okay. Yeah, great. Now, she didn't tell me this story till later. I didn't realize, you know, what she was saying at the time. She goes, honestly, Jessie Lee, I was looking at you like, this girl, the Empire. 8 people.
14 plus.
And I'll train about that a little bit later because it's not about how many people you have. It's about having the right people. Would you agree? So right after I nearly concussed myself running into a glass wall, and this moment happens, I don't know, 2 months later, I get a message from Brian. And he goes, hey, You want to go to Dubai? How many of you want to go to Dubai? Oh my God, we should do a Dubai incentive trip, okay? You guys, like, you need to get your passports because I am Mrs. Worldwide, okay? So just put that on your assignment list. Passport, secure the passport. So Dubai's amazing, by the way. So I'm like, yeah, I'll go. So he plans this trip. I'm all of a whopping rank 7, which is amazing, by the way, but it was not my goal, right? It was not my goal. I'm rank 7. I'm in Dubai. I'm feeling like straight up poverty. You know those rap songs that are like Arab money? Let me tell you about Arab money, okay? It is different. A Range Rover is like a scooter in Dubai, okay? A Porsche is a bicycle. Like, it is just different. Lamborghinis are every other car, McLaren here, Ferrari there, and they pay like 3 times the amount of money to get it there. This is not a joke. They don't care. They've got this oil money, okay? Y'all did not laugh at the Arab money. How many of y'all do not? You don't listen to ratchet music, I guess. Okay, this is just me. It's fine.
I'm going to say that everything she just said was inappropriate.
All of it.
And also, you clearly don't need that much money to go to Dubai. I mean, didn't we witness that long ago? 2 people go and share a room and off the backs of someone and claim that their company paid for it all?
Yes. Good
And
point.
then they showed something in the mirror and they said, oh, this is my room for me by myself. And it was the room of her upline. Can we not?
Like, there's so many things that she's done that are inappropriate in many ways, shapes, and forms. And she just
It makes me tired.
I look at her and I go, I don't want to watch it. You know what I mean? But like, also, like, there's stuff that needs to be talked about as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Okay.
I do it for you guys. For you guys.
Do it for you guys. You
We're in
comments,
this together.
all of you in the comments. Like, wait with me. She
Mhm.
did a racism.
Yeah.
Not the first time.
Yeah.
Not the first time, won't be the last either.
You might just bust out in something today. You never know with me, right? I got the side. Anyway, so I'm in Dubai and I'll never forget. I never wanted to jump out of an airplane. I had no desire. I was like, y'all, put your hands up again if you said, hell no. Gonna be a hell no for me, friend. Okay, I'm like, hell no. And Brian goes, hey, we're gonna go skydiving over the Palms. I'm like, yeah, you bet you are. Sounds great. Sounds like nothing I'm gonna do. He goes, you gonna come with us? I went, no, sir. I live a very nice life. And I'm gonna go ahead and keep living this life. Y'all with your airplanes and you're jumping out and your parachutes that may or may not work. Okay, like, I don't know. Okay, I don't know what the palms are, but I feel like if you fall that far from the sky, you're gonna hit the ground and something bad's gonna happen. Okay, like, it's not gonna be good. I don't care that there's water. Okay, there's probably sharks. I don't know. It's not for me. And then I got asked again. And I went, oh my God, these people are harassing.
Just being catty on my part, hitting the water that speed is equal to hitting concrete. So, okay, you would die instantly.
As a former swimmer and diver in high school, I can agree with JJ. Yes. Hitting the water even from a few feet,
It's like 90
10 feet.
90 feet or higher, it's like hitting concrete, I think, right?
Yeah. Even diving from like 10 feet, trust me, I know. I had the bruises.
Oh gosh. And she's like, there's sharks there. No, you'd be done for the moment you slapped that water.
Yep.
Harassing me. With this damn skydiving. I told you I don't want to careen myself to death. It's just not a good look for me. No. And I got asked a 3rd time. It's kind of like business, right? How many times did you have to be asked if you wanted to do this? You know, how many times did you have to see ketones on your TikTok before you went, oh, what the hell? I'll drink that funny looking juice. I got a lot of energy. Maybe it'll work for me. Oh my gosh, these crazy people. What are they doing? Yeah. So I got asked a third time. It was Malia. Malia works at corporate. She's pretty amazing if you don't already know her. And she goes, Jessie Lee, I'm making the list for the skydiving. What? Like, what do you want? I'm making a list for the skydiving. Are you going to be skydiving with us? And I said, yeah, I guess I'm going to go skydiving with you, because I feel like if you really don't want to do something, maybe that's like a way of maybe you should just do something and get uncomfortable. Yeah. How many of you got a little uncomfortable to be here today? Like you had to get babysitters, you had to take care of a whole husband or partner or whatever, right? You had to handle, you know, your animals. You had to get on a flight. You had to, you know, do you want to know why the in-person tickets are less expensive than the online? Yeah, I heard that. But I'll tell you why. Because I know how uncomfortable you had to be to get here. Yeah. And they still got the coupon because y'all got hotel rooms, y'all got to eat food, y'all had to handle babysitters, y'all had to take care of partner. Half of you probably got in fights with a partner like, you doing what? You had to figure out how to get a COVID test. You had, some of you traveled across the world, right? Where's my international? You had to do the most. And I see you. So this weekend, I was talking to Fraser Brooks, one of my good friends, who lives in Dubai, actually. We'll go back to Dubai in a second. And he's like, yeah, these videos are very extra, Jessie Lee. Like last night's party, you had a dragon, okay? You had dancers from all over the world. I mean, you went to Mexico, you stepped into London, you went.
I don't think he said that. I think she's using that to say all those things, to brag, to be honest.
And to Canada, then, you know, you flung over here to Australia. I've never been around the world and back so fast before, okay? My passport got stamped last night, right? And I said, look, if you're going to come be with us, you're going to get an experience, okay? Whether this ends up being for you or not, I feel like it is for a lot of you. You're going to leave here changed. I can promise you that, okay? I can promise. I can guarantee it. And so I said yes to skydiving. Oh, God. And I don't even know why they asked so far in advance. You know, why do people do this? They like asked day 1 7 times. And we're not going to skydive till day 6. You know, my sleep was impacted. I couldn't eat. Okay, I got very skinny in Dubai. I was emaciated. I was in very high levels of ketosis. Okay, I mean, my brain was on fire. My body was like, ah. Okay, panic, right? And so I do it. I decide I'm going to do it. And the whole time, every day. And then we get there, and it's like a whole rigmarole. That's probably a great word to translate. I'm sorry. Jessie Lee and her damn big words sometimes. How cool is this, by the way? Love this. I do it. Okay. It's this whole thing. They strap you up, you know, and you got to watch security videos and safety things and blah, 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 blah. I'm sitting there like, oh, God, here we go. So I ask, and then I start realizing I'm not actually nervous. I'm excited. Have you ever felt like that before? You got on the plane to get here. You're like, I'm excited. I'm excited to see my people. Yes. It's like Zoom Live. Yes. Okay. You feel like this? No, not just me. I'm like, I'm not nervous. I'm excited. Which is, interestingly enough, your brain releases the exact same chemicals when you're scared as when you're excited. So if you shift in your mind the idea that, hey, I'm not actually scared of this, I'm excited for this opportunity, your whole life will change.
Well, that's one way to make people stay.
You're not scared. You're excited.
Just flip the switch.
I'm sorry, but being an adrenaline junkie and fearing for your financial future is not the same thing.
Yeah.
Imagine she couldn't sleep because she knew she was gonna have this experience that was gonna last what, a couple of minutes, maybe 5 minutes. Imagine not being able to sleep because you don't know how you're gonna feed your kids tomorrow. Because you don't know if you're going to make enough on commission. Because you don't know if you're gonna be able to recruit. Don't listen to her. Being scared is not the same as being excited. Also, where are your sources? You're not a doctor.
I was just
Stop.
about to say that.
Hell yeah, Karina. Hell yeah. I
She
love that.
frustrates me.
Well, and I love that you brought like people back to reality, right? Like what you did with, saying like you're using this example and people are going, yeah, but in reality, this is scary, not this. Like, so I'm not scared of being mugged. I'm excited to meet new people at night in the park. That's what Jim just told me to do.
Facts. Oh my God.
That is so funny. Also,
Literally
not funny, but
perfection
funny.
in a comment.
That is amazing. That is why she doesn't pick it. Yeah.
Again, the mental gymnastics, like, oh, it's okay to be scared of flying on a plane and then jump in here, invest a little bit of money you have, and don't worry about tomorrow. But worry about jumping off this plane because this is scary. But this, no, I guarantee, she said that. I can guarantee. Where are your sources? Show me. Why isn't the entire company there? I said it earlier.
Yeah.
If you could guarantee success, why isn't there more people there?
Exactly. So well said. Also, don't forget to go follow Karina or sub to her YouTube if you're not already. She does make content, and her videos are great. The ones that she has posted are great. So go sub. She says great shit, obviously. All right. Aaron, do you know anything before we continue? Or
nope, I'm good for now. There will be more.
Okay. So I'm in my straps. Okay. And I'm asking my little dude with his blonde hair. I still remember him. I'm like, when am I going to get scared? He's like, oh, you'll get scared when we walk out and you see the plane. I'm like, ooh, because it's little, isn't it? Scary. Ooh. Okay. All right. So I'm strapped up in my little harness, right? I'm feeling good. I'm not feeling good, right? I'm like, whoo, I'm excited. I start laughing with some other rank 8s and 9s and 10s that are all there strapped up. Woo, we're going to get scared when I get on that plane. I'm going to get scared. My guy's like looking at me like, this girl is like not normal. Whatever. I get on the plane. I'm sitting in the plane. I'm talking. I'm chatting. We have GoPros. I'm making a woo, yeah, airplanes, woo. Okay. I asked the guy again. Now he's strapped to my back. Now I've got this man strapped to my back. All right. Which is not usually my style, okay? So, hey, it's an Empire event. We got to keep it, So I'm like, I don't know, but I was like, hey, man, when am I going to get scared? He's like, you'll get scared when we take off. I'm like, okay, I'm going to get scared when we take off. So I'm like, I'm excited, I'm getting really excited. Then the plane takes off. Now, this plane was like, like those ones where you're like, oh, hell, I don't know. This is all right. And then I'm laughing because I'm like, this is it. I'm careening to my death for sure. This is the end. This is definitely the end. And I'm laughing. I'm like, I'm still not scared. I mean, I'm kind of having fun. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. He's like, all right, cool. I said, so when am I going to get scared? Oh, you're going to get scared when the door opens. Because you got to jump out of a hole in the plane, right? Okay. It's not like I don't know what you envision, but like the whole thing opens up. Now, what is Dubai? A desert. Okay, what is Dubai temperature-wise? Hot. What is Dubai temperature-wise? Hot. I mean, it's hot. It was great. That door opens up when we're at whatever feet. And I'm like, oh, thank God. Because we were in AC, baby. It was so hot on that 4-minute plane ride up closer to the damn sun in Dubai, okay? I mean, I'm already sitting on the sun when I'm on the beach there. You're going to put me up in the sky? I'm basically touching the sun. Must have been 1,000 degrees in that thing. They were cooking me, man. I had already lost all this weight from not eating all week because I'm scared. Now you're putting me in a sauna. I'm melting all over this man, strapped to my back. Can you guys visualize this? It's the real story, man. Can't make this up. Can't make this up. I go, sir, that feels so good. There's a breeze in here. Oh, thank God. When am I going to get scared? He goes, oh my God, you're going to get scared when you go to the edge and you got to jump out. I'm like, whoo, I can't wait to get scared. And then people start like falling out like raisins, you know, like, and then they're gone. Like, I hope you handled your will, you know, because that was the end. I don't see the parachute yet. I mean, that was it, boo. All these people, woo, little raisins just jumping out of this airplane, right? Woo, woo, woo. It's my turn. And I get to the edge of that thing and I look out and I go, so pretty. And you know what's interesting? There's no free fall. They don't tell you about that. I know, see? They've been bamboozling you. Everything you thought is not true. Who's been skydiving again? You know exactly what I just said. You know that roller coaster feeling where you're like, bleh? It doesn't exist when you skydive because you have no point of reference. You're just in space. It's like the most peaceful, beautiful experience. And I look out like this and you can see Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world, and you can see everything around Dubai. I look down and there's all the palms. I was like, wow. And then my parachute went off. I'm here. I land and I'm like, that was the most incredible experience. Can we do it again? And my poor man that was strapped to my back, you could tell he was just sick of me. Sick of me. You could tell that's what everybody says. Because he didn't react. Everyone says, oh my God, I want to do it again. Oh my God, that was the most amazing experience. Oh my God, that wasn't even scary. Oh my God, that was so much
exhausting.
Took me forever to get to unmute. I'm quiet. I'm sitting here quiet. I think all three of us are for a reason because we know exactly where she's going to go with it. We know what she's using it for. She's going to use this as an example.
Wait. Let's all say what we think ultimately she's trying to do. Like, what is the thing that she is trying to do? I know I'm wording that weird. Do you know what I'm trying to say? JJ, yeah. Translation.
What's her goal with this conversation?
Okay, yeah.
What's her goal with this story? What do you think?
I think it's two things. One, I think she's trying to get people to say, well, I'm uncomfortable asking these people to look at what it is that I have here, but I'm going to do it anyway. And two, I think it definitely has something to do with recruiting.
Yeah, both of those things. Like, I mean, people are just hitting it on the head, right? They're like, go for it even if you're scared. Go for it if you're uncomfortable. Go for it if you're this, because you never know. The experience could be incredible, right? And then, of course, the keep asking, because they could eventually say yes even if they're scared and then have an incredible experience like she did.
I think this is a great question. DC just asked, was this inspiring to people when you were still in the Empire? Was she motivating? The lack of filter that I have now versus the filter that I had when I was in are two very different things. So at the time I was like, oh my God, look at my friend. Like, look at her. This is amazing. And I'd look at the audience. I'm like, look at the audience. Like, this is amazing. But I didn't see the manipulation that was happening. I saw somebody that I considered my friend at the time was telling a cool story, Now I'm looking back and I'm like, well, she's doing that for recruiting. She's doing that so people don't quit. She's doing that because she wants to make sure that they're indoctrinated and they go back excited. And when they have these moments where they're like, oh my God, if Jessie Lee can skydive and face this fear and turn the fear into excitement, then I can message 100 people a day.
You can see clearly now. The rain has passed. That's why you feel differently. And also, I don't want to be in a butthole, but she just sounded to me telling this story like my nephew the first time he went. He's 5 when he went to Jump World, and oh my God, it was like this, and then it was like this, and then there was an area for this, and then this and this, and I was so scared, and then I fell and I bumped my head. She's giving me the same 5-year-old type of energy.
She's doing this thing, and Aaron and I have talked about it to each other. I don't know if we've said it out loud. She's doing this attraction thing. Like, she's doing this thing where she, no matter how intense or wild she looks, she's just trying to get people to look. So even if she's like, wow, what? Like the bathtub, right? When she did the video in the bathtub, it's not because she thought it was a great tactic to get people to join her team. She thought, in my opinion, it's because they'll watch. They'll sit there and they'll watch that video.
That's also why she references her sex life. That's why she keeps, from behind. But you guys, that's not like me. Ma'am, don't nobody need to know that. Keep it to yourself. Like, there's some things that you can keep to yourself. Like, how crazy would we look on here if we came on and listen? Me and nobody needs or wants to know that.
Absolutely.
Ma'am.
Well, and I think that all of that is why in her stories not that long ago, she said something like it was a journal. She was journaling or something, and she said, just keep them talking about me. And the interesting part about this is that when I left and I started speaking out, she put in her story where she was passive aggressively talking about me without mentioning her name, allegedly, or mentioning my name, allegedly. And she was talking about how I was trying to stay relevant. No, honey, I stopped trying to be relevant a long time ago. It's actually you that's trying to stay relevant. And that's why you have this shock factor strategy when it comes to social media. I'm showing up as myself. I'm showing up as the authentic version of myself. Some people are going to watch my content. Some people aren't. And that's okay. There's a huge difference.
Yeah. This reminds me of a saying we have in Spanish. It goes like, el león cree que todos son de su condición. Translated, it doesn't sound the same, but I'm explaining it. It says the lion believes that everyone is it's in his same condition, his same position. So because she does all this stuff to stay relevant, she feels like everyone approaches the situations the same way. But here's the thing. Not long ago, I don't think if I've said this to you guys, I know for a fact that I've shared this before, but I snuck into one of her lives on Instagram. And I was just, I wasn't trying to make her angry or anything like that, because some people came at me for triggering her the last time that I made a video about her. And the first and the last time that I made a video about her. And so my approach was different. She started talking about other people or other women specifically in the MLM arena situation. And I asked for Dre. I said, so speaking of women, and I have that recording, by the way, I am going to make a video, but I don't know when. I was like, hey, speaking of Dre, are you guys friends in real life? And her answer was, and I quote, yes, we are friends in real life. And when me and her became friends, when I saw that people that hate me started coming after her, because if they're coming after both of us, that means me and her have something in common. So again, how are you trying to have that shock factor? But here she is behind the scenes. And not just that, I personally have seen where she's licensed to certain people who we will not mention by name, but yeah, I think y'all know who I'm talking about, that keep harassing us and talking about the AntiMLM community, trying to make us seem like clowns or whatever. She's been in her.
Oh no!
What happened? She'll get back on. It said device not connected, so I wonder if it died or something. Oh my God, that was so dramatic. I'm going to piggyback off of what Karina was saying, and thank you guys for all these kind comments. I appreciate you so much. The way that I define friendship, literally the term friend, is very different than how, in my opinion, she defines the word friend. I'm not going to talk bad about Julie Joe or any of my other friends. If I have an issue, and Julie Joe and I have had some, I don't want to say tough conversations, but I'm going to say tough conversations, you know, and I'm not going to share our tough conversations, but like we've had very honest, open discussions, and we would not take that and go and share that with other people because we respect one another. But what I learned was her definition of friendship is very, very different. It's really, in my opinion, about, and again, this is based off my experience, what people can do for her. If it's a social media idea, if it's a program, if it's somebody that can organize things, if it's creative ideas, which was kind of my wheelhouse, if you will, when I was in the Empire, the creative ideas. And there were no boundaries. It was a free for all, essentially, in my opinion. So I just think that she has a very different definition of friendship than I do, and that's okay. That's okay. I don't say negative things about my friends when they're getting ready to like train the entire team. I've talked about this kind of before, but I don't say negative things about my.
Sorry.
You're fine.
Good.
Did you guys see my comments? I was trying to log back in.
Yeah. Yep. This one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I shared that.
Yeah, but basically she's just trying to like form an alliance or like seem friendly towards people that have anything. I mean, that's why she did that whole life with Colleen, isn't it? But Erin's the one trying to use shock factor, right?
I'm just telling the truth.
Yeah.
I'm sharing my experience. I'm sharing what it felt like, what I felt like, in addition to sharing how I used to talk and the lives I used to do, because accountability, you know what I'm saying? So it's just very interesting to me watching what I used to think was my friend. But here's the thing, and I'm going to tell just a really quick story. When my husband and I were dating, Judas, hello. When my husband and I were dating, I hope he doesn't mind me sharing this story. I was 22. I was super young. And he had people around him that were really just about controlling what he did and who he dated and all of those things. And I remember having a tough conversation with him and saying, I really don't feel like these people are your friends.
Sweet Jerry.
Yeah. Who just brought me dinner and another drink. But I remember having that tough conversation. For me, I don't use the term loyalty to manipulate people. And when I look back at this time and how she used to describe me as her most loyal friend, that was a manipulation technique, in my opinion. When I look back to the first conversation that I had with Brian Underwood in his suite with Jessie Lee, I can see the manipulation. What I found out after the fact was when I left that suite, when we were at this Vegas event, he told Jessie Lee, he said, if Aaron is the only person that comes over with you from Modair or wherever to prove it, you're going to be just fine. And at the time, I thought it was a compliment. At the time, I was like, oh my God, that is incredible. Now that I've removed the filters, I can look at that and go, well, that's because he saw that I was easily going to be manipulated by her and him. But now I can't be manipulated by them. I'm sharing my authentic truth. I'm sharing my experience, and I'm getting real loud about it. And I'm not going to get quiet about it.
Yeah.
And so as I'm watching these stories that she's sharing, I'm like, yep, she's doing this. She's doing this. She's doing this. She's doing this. So
the more they talk about the anti-MLM community, atmosphere, people who educate.
The genre.
Yeah, the anti-MLM genre. That's perfect. The more they talk about us, the worse they look. So the more they call us out and say, oh, look at this, look at that. They look ridiculous. Why? Because our findings, the stuff that we say, is based on facts. And a lot of those facts come from their own companies. So that hour-long video her and Colleen did, guess what? Didn't help them. If we weren't hurting their business, essentially, if we weren't making an impact, there would be no need to make that video. You know what I mean? we weren't making an impact, there'd be no need for me to use the law to keep myself safe.
If we weren't making an impact, there we wouldn't have made it to Mo Nations. I mean, they were talking about us there too.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And I think almost every MLM press
And coaches.
and coaches are talking about
Ray Higdon,
too.
Eric Worre, I'm sure Fraser does. I'm sure all of those people are talking about anti-MLM. Oh, this is how you can deal with it. Also, I love this comment. Guarantee you Brian Underwood didn't say that, and that she probably told that story to each of the original 14. Anytime, and this is how easily I was manipulated because of the friendship back then. I think this is really important that we talk about this. All she used to have to say to me when I was having a hard day, or when I was like, man, I just like, whenever I was frustrated about something, my business not moving in the direction that I thought it would be, all she had to say was, Brian was just talking about you the other day. And I'd be like, oh my God, really? What did he say? He was just talking about the Vegas events that you were doing and this and that. And I would go right back into it. Because at that time I was seeking validation from other people. Now I don't need validation from anybody else. I know who I am. I know what I bring to the table. I know how I feel about myself. I know I'm comfortable. I'm literally comfortable in my own skin. Whereas at the time, I don't think I was.
And you see the positive change that you've been making, because like I mentioned the other day, I think it was a comment or a DM, I don't remember. Like, I feel like this genre would not be the same without you. Without either of you. Like, I mean that. And
Julie Joe taught me, like, she doesn't get the credit that she deserves. I'm sorry I'm interrupting you, Karina, but like,
no, it's okay.
Julie Joe was one of the first that got on a Zoom. She was the first that got on a Zoom and was like, oh my God. And I wanted to be a resource. And I was like, hey, I would love your help. I think I might actually want to start a channel. And she was like, yes, nobody's talking about, prove it. And I was like, okay. And so she's smiling because I know she remembers that. Like, it was yesterday. It wasn't that long ago.
Yeah. Awesome.
And she just doesn't get the credit that she truly does deserve, because she didn't have to do that. She got on a Zoom. She showed me how to do it. Chelsea did too, after Julie Joe, and Chelsea has helped me a lot. And this community has helped me a lot. But I really wanted to highlight Julie Joe in that because, she didn't have to do that.
No, I mean, I believe it. She did the same for me behind the scenes. Not necessarily. I mean, I have been very lucky that a lot of you guys have shouted me out publicly and shared my stuff and all that stuff. But behind the scenes, I think the first that I had an actual conversation with was both of you guys. Like, I appreciate everyone that has helped me out. But I feel like whenever I came to you guys about making the Spanish content especially, I got a lot of support. But before I forget, let me tell you something. I don't know who she thinks, or anyone actually that talks about you thinks they are, because how are they going to try and use who you used to be or what you used to say against you when you yourself are holding yourself accountable? And not just that, but it's like that one TikTok, I don't live there anymore. You can't use that against me. You can't rob me. That's not my house anymore. So that's crazy to me. And it pisses me off for you. I know that you feel nothing towards that anymore. It doesn't bother you, but I'm like, drop me their ass. Yeah. Same thing with Hannah. Oh my gosh, that one girl that sent her that nasty message, I was like, Hannah, I'm gonna need their ass. And she's like, you are so sweet, but no. And I was like, no, I want to talk to them just real fast.
And here's the thing that I have learned, from this. The things that she's doing and saying specifically, in my opinion, when it comes to me, when it comes to sharing my story at the GoPro event, but not naming me, but using it as an example in the role playing that she was doing with Eric and all of that stuff. She's using the old ways that she used to be able to manipulate me in the past, but she doesn't know this version of me. It doesn't matter what she says. It means nothing to me. It means absolutely nothing.
Her words hold no weight.
Huh?
Her words hold no weight for you anymore.
Yeah, because I determine whose words mean anything. And her words just, they don't mean anything, because I know at the end of the day, in my opinion, they're coming from that hurt little girl that just wants to be accepted. And I had a dream about her the other night, which was really crazy. And we were just, I don't even know if I think I told you this, JJ. And we were out shopping. I remember seeing palm trees and we were out shopping, and she was like, I just don't understand why. And I said to her, you can't treat people like this. You cannot treat people like this, because what, in my opinion, what you see on social media is not who you see in real life, unless the certain people are around.
Bosley and Jessie Lee, completely different.
Yeah, which I think is, I wanted to answer this question. Aaron, do you think it was easier to be manipulated by Jessie Lee because you knew both of her personalities, who she actually is, and Bosley? And my answer to that is yes. Yes. I think at the end of the day, depending on where you're at in your life, people want to be accepted. They want to be a part of something. And I think that's why the draw to MLMs are so alluring for a lot of people, especially when you pair that with COVID and quarantine and just the hard few years that many of us have had. People want to be a part of something. And they use that community as a way to manipulate people. And so when you're a part of her inner circle and she's love bombing you and she's saying all these great things, granted, as many great things as she's saying about you in public, she's saying probably twice as many things that are not so positive about you behind the scenes. And again, that's just my opinion. That's very intoxicating. And it starts very slowly. It's kind of like, in my opinion, an abusive relationship. You know, they say something and you don't set a boundary. And then they go, okay, well, I can get away with a little bit more. They say something, it's a little bit worse than the last time. You don't set a boundary. Okay, I can get away with a little bit more. And it's a little bit over time. And because I have known her for so long, she knew exactly what buttons to push. She knew my previous leader. She knew my previous leader before that. I mean, we go back to the very first company that I joined in 2007. So she's very familiar. She's very good at studying people, in my opinion. And so to answer your question, yes, I think that is exactly why I was so easy at that time to manipulate. Even though I'm much older than her, even though I have a lot more different life experience, the military and all of that stuff. It's a different life experience. At that time, yes, I was very easy to be manipulated. Now I'm not.
I honestly don't think that she even knows who she is. And I feel sad for her sometimes, like that one live that she did recently where she was like, you could see how broken she looked. I don't know if it was another act just like what she does here, but to me that was so sad. Like, honestly, I felt bad for her for a second. I was like, you could be doing so many better things, but like, look, you're choosing to continue to do this and manipulate people.
She was definitely in more of her Jessie Lee form in that live and not Bosley. And I think she mentioned it. If we're talking about the same one, I think I know what you're talking about. I think she mentioned it. You know, she was like,
she was wearing like a blue sweater or something, and she no makeup, nothing.
Yeah, she was like, I'm Jessie Lee right now. Like, this is me. Like, this is actually who I am. And the difference was so sad. And sometimes I forget. And here's the deal with Jessie Lee. There's no hate. I don't hate her. I think I've said I hate her before, but I don't. I don't hate her. And if she were to go, hey, Julie Joe, she would never. She probably hates me. But if she were to go, hey, Julie Joe, I can't believe I did that. I want to talk about it. Let's, like, I'm sorry for calling you Mrs. Potato Head. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I'm sorry for this. Or if she were to just ask me if she could use my platform, like I did with Kirsty, where, interview and we'll talk about my experience and, what I did. Or, if she were to come and say sorry, yeah, absolutely. There's no hate there. And this isn't personal. It's not a personal thing for me to use her content and say, this is not okay. Mm-hmm. It's me showing someone, and us in general, at least from what I know, at least quite a few of us who use her content that she puts out. It's us going, this is what we mean. Yeah. This is what we're talking about when we say manipulation. This is what we're talking about when we say control, right? Like, this is what it is. And it's not personal. It never has been, never will be. We have to do it. We have to show it. And we want them also to to see it too. And a lot of people do. A lot of people who are in their downline, they might not believe this, watch it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And guess what? They leave. They're outie. And it might not be the first video they watch about them, might not be the second, third, fourth, but it's there. And they leave after a while. Because they step out of that echo chamber, you know? Like they listen to someone and go, okay, well, that's kind of right, but whatever. Like, I don't believe it all. Second video. Okay. I mean, that's right, but I don't know about the other stuff, you know, and it just like breaks this wall down that they have surrounded themselves with. I'm doing a video soon on.
You know how good at manipulation they are. I mentioned it earlier. I've only ever made one video on her, and I do have like some things that she's done that I want to talk about again to show, like you said, this is why, like this is what we're talking about here. And I had a couple of people come into that video's comments and say, hey, what if she actually truly needs mental health help? And I was like, well, if she really does mental health help or therapy, anything like that, I really do hope that someone close to her encourages her to get the help that she needs, because this isn't personal at all. And like you said, I feel like if she was to come into my DMs, which again she would, I don't even think that she knows who I am other than that one day that I pissed her off. But
she knows now because you're on this live.
Oh yeah, she's
desperately live.
Hey girl, hey. But if she was to come to me and be like, hey, I want to have a conversation, I'd be like, all right, let's have a conversation. And I did that, you know, with who? And I gave her a choice to have an actual conversation with me. With the whole Holocaust comparison situation was Dramus. And instead of actually having it, and I told her, I won't record this, I won't screenshot, nothing. Let's have a conversation. She blocked me. So I'm open to have that conversation. And if she needs help, I suggest she gets it for her well-being and everyone around her.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, I'm gonna talk some shit because what she's doing is not okay. So
yeah. And I say this stuff and we say this stuff because lately the MLM people have been trying to say they just want to hate on the people. You know, they're just doing this because they don't like them, they're jealous, or look how rude they are to these people. They're just people and humans, and you're being rude. No, absolutely not. They're like, why don't you just blur their faces out? What do you mean? Why don't I just blur Jessie Lee's face out? Because she has a big platform, and people are looking up to her. People need to know who it is, what company she's from, what she's saying, what she's doing.
Two things.
DC made a point. I'm sorry. She made a good point. I definitely want to be careful that we are not diagnosing anyone, but we are just observing behaviors that might identify as issues. That's why I said if she needs help,
that's right,
she should get it. In my opinion, I'm not saying she definitely needs help. No, I'm saying if she does, I hope she gets it. But in the meantime, I'm gonna talk about some stuff.
Yeah. So two things. One, as far as some of the MLM people that say that we're jealous of them, how can I be jealous of a life that I used to live?
Absolutely. Same.
And yeah, also, I've never been in a part of an MLM. I don't know if you guys know this, but honestly, I'd rather have this one income household that we have now. It's a tiny, nice house, but we're okay. Than for me to be struggling and stressing all day about did I get the sales, did I get the recruit, when I can start up my own business. I mean, I used to have my own nail business. I used to have my own cleaning business. I used to have my own laundromat business. Like I would literally do the wash, dry, and fold. Those were all my businesses, and I benefited. I didn't get a percentage. I got the whole thing. Did I have to reinvest? Yeah, sure. What business don't you have to reinvest? And I didn't stress all day. When I stopped, I stopped. I had my work hours. I didn't owe anyone any explanations. I didn't have to run my schedule by anyone. I didn't have to send screenshots of the invites that I've sent to anyone or the advertisements, anything like that. It was my business. So if you feel like this is a good income opportunity for you, that money that you're gonna, what's the cheapest kit that Pruitt has, Erin?
Oh, I don't even remember.
Let's say $250.
Yeah.
With 250, when I started my laundromat business, I bought with 250. I think I filled up a tank of gas. I got some flyers made. I got the detergent, softener in bulk, dryer sheets in bulk, and I had some leftover. And then my money started reproducing. I did that for 7 years. 7 years. And now once that I have to worry about how many hours I'm working, this and that, I had control of everything. So this is not your business. If you really want an income where you are your own boss and you know you owe no one any explanation, start your own business. Whatever it is, whatever you're passionate about, whatever's easy for you. But please don't join the MLM. And if you're trying to get out, hit any one of us up. We will try to help you to the best of our ability to get out. This is not actual income opportunity.
Yeah.
Like it's just gonna stress you. I mean, Julie Jo has talked about it many times before, how her mental health was not the best when she was in the MLM.
Yeah.
Granted, now that she's not in the MLM, she might have a few bad days here and there. We all do. I know I have, anxiety, depression and stuff. And even though I'm not in the MLM, I struggle. But imagine how much harder that would be if you had to work 24/7, unpaid at that.
That was one of the hardest parts about it was I could never say, okay, I need to take care of myself.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I have this like horrible trauma that's catching up with me in life that I need to finally fix, or at least start to heal from. I can never say, okay, I'm going to take the day off and do what my therapist told me to do and do this and do that. I can never.
Yeah, they also like to say, oh, well, imagine being an MLM hater and spending your whole day online. Listen, there's been weeks sometimes that I don't even pick up my phone other than to DM my friends that I have. Like Julie Jo and I'm like, hey, how you doing? Checking in, texting them or whatever. That's it. But there's been times like this past week, I was barely online at all. And it was one of the best things that I could have done to myself. I couldn't have been able to do that if I was in MLM.
Yeah. It's funny that they think that we go and search for that content. It's funny that they think that people who follow us and send it to us go and search for it. They don't even have to search for it.
Yeah.
It's right there posted in front of their face.
That's what I was going to say. I don't even have that large of a following yet. And I still get sent stuff to me constantly.
It's overwhelming, the amount of information that's sent, because there's so much work to do.
I appreciate it all.
Yeah, obviously. Very much so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you just watch it all and you go, oh my gosh. Like Aaron said, there's so much work to do. There's so much work to be done.
Yeah.
But it's just, it makes me laugh that they think that I sit here and I just like follow their life. No, I don't care. I don't care about what you're doing today or tomorrow or no. I got my own life to live. You know what I did for most of the day? I hung out with my family at the park.
Love that.
Same here.
And you know what, Aaron and I woke up from a nap and I said, let me FaceTime Aaron. Hey, Aaron, want to get on the live? She said, yeah, let's do that Empire U video. I was like,
because we've been sitting here thinking, like, what do we do with this? Because one, it's unorganized. Two, how do we separate it? Because it's by day, and it was just something that we have to react to live.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I feel like we should finish the skydiving story and then maybe do a continuation, another live.
Absolutely. I feel the same way. Can you mute me?
Yep.
Thank you.
I ruined part of my trip to Dubai by being scared of something that I ended up loving. Just like some of you are not stepping into your business because you're scared. Because you think you'll get haters, or you're sure somebody's gonna say something to you from your family, or somebody's gonna try to fight with you about whatever, or you're just positive that you could not possibly speak the way Jessie Lee speaks. You can't possibly be on stage like this. You couldn't possibly build a business like all of these pro champions we have. So you don't even try. You see, it's not about being perfect, and it's not about not being scared. It's about turning that into excitement for what if. What if you let this weekend completely transform you? What if you let the people around you transform you? What if just for this weekend, you stepped into an alter ego almost of yourself and you started talking to people so nobody became a stranger? Because see, the only way you leave here and say, oh no, see, I didn't even meet anybody. Nobody was nice to me. No, I don't think that would happen on this team, but you understand what I'm saying? You have to let these people become your people. Not everyone, man. Not all you like me. Some of you came, you're like, I just can't wait to see her fall over some chute. Hope you didn't do that. I probably will fall. All right, that'll be cry number 4 coming up. I'll just tumble off the stage. No, I'm kidding. But like, it's not about anything except for us this weekend. I want you to have so many moments of selfishness because most of you operate in selflessness all the time. You're the last person you take care of. You're the last person you go shopping for. You're the last person that you get what you want off the menu because you want your kids to have what they want, the partner what they want, whatever. This weekend's about you. It is. I promise you. You're already in the business, you understand? You already made the sacrifices to get in business, to purchase your pack, to make sure you're here, to learn. Be selfish. I told my live viewers today when I was live, they're like, I sent you a DM. I'm like, wonderful. I'm not responding for 3 days. I'm not. Except for when we do some work stuff, because we're going to have like breakouts and stuff, all right? Don't get crazy now. We have a 4 million group volume month to be having. But everything you want is on that other side of fear. Everything. And what if you started living more on the other side of that skydiving experience? What if you didn't worry so much about what other people said it was going to be like? And you just let it be. Because one thing I can promise you is going to happen this weekend is you're going to shift. Because when you see things differently, you can't unsee them. This is the
I know
same in
that's
everything,
right.
okay? In your relationships, in your friendships, in your business. I'll say this quickly, but do you understand when I found out that there was a man that was only 55 years old who had made $100 million in network marketing? Everything changed. Because I was thinking, I'm awesome. I make $30,000 a month. Like, please, peasants. That's like Wookiee Lee. She calls everybody peasants. At least in my head. I don't know. She's deaf and she's a dog. Who knows? Who knows what she's thinking? But it shifted me because I realized if that person can do it, why can't I? And then I decided to do it differently. This team is so different. This team is so special. You're in the right place at the right time, and you're going to feel that all weekend long. I promise you. So we have incredible.
Oh, God.
Well, there it is.
The manipulation, the emotional manipulation. And Dave's comment a few minutes ago, how many people were 1 foot out or something like that? And now because of what she said, they're back in. That's exactly what's happening. That's exactly why they push these events, team events, company events, industry generic events. It's exactly why they do it.
That's
so
their
that they
goal.
can indoctrinate their people so that
Yeah.
they stay.
Grab lunch. Sorry, I was reading a comment.
Also, imagine that you work for McDonald's or like any fast food place restaurant, and you have to do all of this, and you have to listen to someone talking to you that way. Would you? The reason why I'm making that comparison is because according to the numbers that have been broken down by a few creators, including Hannah and Chelsea, fast food restaurant workers make way more than any MLM distributor, representative, whatever you want to call them. So again, if you work for, say, McDonald's, and you had to sit through this, and you had to pay to sit through this, and someone was talking to you after you paid for this, the way she's talking to people, would you?
Mm.
And I'd like to ask MLM people that, like, would you?
Yeah, and Hannah mentioned when we did trivia that like the Roberta podcast where she talked to was like the highest that someone was making an MLM like an hour is $1. Like the majority, it's like $1 an hour, and that's
Yeah,
like
and some people were making like 13 cents.
Yeah,
It's wild. It's wild.
Yeah, it is wild. It's sad. And I'm very glad we got to see that. I think that was she would. I don't think she. Well, I don't think she would have done that live on her Instagram. But you know what? She'd do anything live on her Instagram. So
yeah,
yep,
I mean,
pretty much.
you're not wrong. Don't join an MLM.
Don't join
Please
an
don't.
MLM.
And make sure that you go and submit your public comments to MLMchange.org. And I love the changes that they made on that site to make it easier, where you answer the questions. So it's like, this is what, it just makes it easy.
Michelle is incredible. She's been doing so much.
Who's talking about a sound bowl?
Behind that. Oh, that's so cool.
In my aura.
Should I play my sound bowl for you guys?
Just
do
a
it.
quick like.
Yeah?
Do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cleanse our aura.
After this, we need it.
Girl.
Love it.
Here you go.
Love it.
I do the same with my wine glass.
Oh yeah.
Joking. I'm joking.
I actually feel better after that, honestly.
Like I feel like a little lighter. I know this is always so heavy, especially like when she does that, when she intentionally tells a story that is made to manipulate people into staying, joining, revamping to make her more money. And that's what it's really about. It's her money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, don't forget to like the video.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for being here.
Of course.
I'm down whenever, y'all know that.
Yeah, next time we'll maybe plan a little bit ahead, and so that we can stream it on your channel too.
Yeah, stream it on your channel. That would be that's a good idea.
I'm feeling good, y'all. Look at
hell yeah. I finished off our Malibu, but I think there's only a few shots, not very many, just a few. So
next time I'm gonna need some hard liquor. Definitely.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, I get it. We love you guys. Thank you so much for all the support and the comments and the interaction. And I mean, it's Saturday night, it's Easter weekend, and I know many of you have plans and you guys are here with us, and we just appreciate it, especially because this was so like impromptu. Hey, you want to go live? Yeah, let's go live.
Yeah, let's do it.
So
but these are
we're
always
gonna
the best
again.
Yeah,
because we only have 30 days. People paid for the replay, and they only have 30 days to watch the replay. So
it's true.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you guys are awesome. Aaron and I have some new videos out. Don't forget to sub to Karina. And
Karina, you got a new video out? Are you working
on
it?
I'm working on a video about Herbalife in Spanish. And then I'm also working on some other stuff in English. But usually I do 2 videos. I think I'm gonna get off my schedule because it's been a little too stressful for me. And I'm my own boss and time freedom, so I can do that. So
exactly.
Amen.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll definitely be having some content sometime later this upcoming week or the week after that, for sure.
Love it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome. All right, everybody. Have a great Easter. Good night to everyone, and see you next time.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.